Now the sun rises early here in Manipur, as do its people. And remember, sports is an integral part of a society that has thrown up multiple Olympic champions. So we are starting our day by trying to get a sense. Does sports and politics really ever mix? Let's find out. Hello everybody, good morning. How are you? All up early in the morning. What time do you all wake up in Manipur?
Yeah, we normally wake up around 5.
5 a.m.
5 is a good time to, walk around and keep
yourself fit.
Yeah.
That's how you all become Olympic champions in Manipur, right?
Yeah.
By getting up at 5 a.m. in the morning. I must ask you, what's going to happen in the elections of Manipur?
You know that BJP is more in, previously they are in power. So it seems they are more in stronger.
They're stronger at the moment.
Yeah.
जो सब लोग स्टूडेंट और सब युग लोग बहुत होशियार हो गया
होशियार हो गया तो क्या करेगा
स्मार्ट हो गया एक्चुअली हम लोग अभी पैसा में नहीं जाएगा
हाँ, पैसा में नहीं
खिलाने में नहीं जाएगा अभी जो हम लोग उसका एजेंडा में होगा
सबसे बड़ा इशू क्या है
सबसे बड़ा इशू आर्म फोर्सेस स्पेशल पावर है
you want it removed you want Armed Special Powers Act removed
हम लोग रिमूव करना चाहिए
ये बताओ इलेक्शन में क्या होगा
इलेक्शन में
कौन
इलेक्शन में तो बीजेपी है
बीजेपी है क्यों
बीजेपी तो पूरा वो मणिपुर तो थोड़ा चेंजिंग कर रहा है
क्या किया है 5 साल में
5 साल भी तो बनाता है जो रास्ते बनता है और ये यहाँ पे कोई जगह में
I think it will be more not majority but some party will be a coalition government. This is what I feel.
What is your favorite sport?
Wushu.
Huh?
Wushu.
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 Wushu. You're all Wushu sport. What is Wushu? A martial arts?
Yeah.
Ah, very good. What time do you wake up, young girl?
5:30.
What is the main issue in Manipur this time?
Main issue border issue
Border issue.
AFSPA
AFSPA.
Armed Forces Special for Act.
You want it removed?
Yeah, of course.
People want the armed forces.
Absolutely.
नेशनल टीवी यहाँ पे आए और यहाँ कुछ इंटरव्यू ले रहा है ना तो बहुत अच्छा हुआ क्योंकि यहाँ नेशनल टीवी का भी कोई नामो निशान नहीं यहाँ पे मेरा हिसाब से
तो आपको अच्छा लगता है कि हम लोग यहाँ आए हैं
वेरी फाइन कुछ
What is the best thing? मेरा प्रोग्राम है इलेक्शंस ऑन माय प्लेट खाने के लिए बेस्ट क्या है मणिपुर में
करी वगैरह
फिश करी
है
फिश करी राइस
आप जब भी मतलब टाइम मिलने से मेरे घर पे आ जाना
अरे थैंक यू
सर
थैंक यू
इनवाइट कर लेंगे उसके
थैंक यू फॉर योर इन्विटेशन मणिपुर इज वेरी हॉस्पिटेबल थैंक यू बाय कांग्रेस बीजेपी एनपीपी जेडीयू
I am not depend upon the party.
You are not doing on party. You will focus on candidate.
Good candidate.
Important point. In Manipur, people tend to vote for candidates, not so much for the parties, right?
Yes.
That's what you are saying. Fit है तुम? कौन सा sport खेलता है?
ये एक्सप्लोर हैंडबॉल खेलता है.
Handball. अरे क्या? Very good. All the best.
Thank you.
अच्छा कैसा है आप?
अरे कुछ नहीं है 80 उम्र हो गया
80 उम्र का है?
उम्र 82
82 है? तुम तो बहुत फिट है 82 के लिए. This is a very good way of living life. 8 o'clock dinner, 9 o'clock go to sleep, 4 I'm up and ready. Chalo, let's do. Come on. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh! अरे बाप रे. 8, 9, 10. Oh, bus. Fit. 82-year-old versus 57-year-old. He has won the battle. I'm not fit.
ठीक है
Wake up at 4 o'clock. Secret to fitness. Bye, sir. Now, while Manipur's politics has been marred by endless deal-making, its civil society is very vibrant. Journalists, human rights activists, filmmakers have often challenged the establishment. So what are the challenges that they are facing in 2022? Let's find out over a classic Manipuri brunch. Good morning. Good morning, guys. How are you?
Morning.
Morning. What do you say in Manipuri for good morning?
No, we have a popular greeting which is Chaksharabra.
Tak-
no eyebrow.
Okay, lovely.
Chaksharbra is, have you eaten rice?
Have you eaten rice?
That's a greeting. Yeah.
Well, Pradeep Fanjubam is the editor of the Imphal Review of Arts and Books. I'm joined by Kishore Chand Wangkem, who is a journalist, made the news because he's been twice arrested by this government under the NSA for Facebook posts. And I'm joined by Grace Jajo, who's a journalist and activist. Thank you all very much for joining me here. Wonderful to have you on the show. First of all, let's find out where's the rice. This is the rice kheer, huh?
This is rice.
So early morning, black rice kheer. You start early morning brunch. Grace, the big issue for you in this election?
I think this is going to be a very refreshing and interesting election because the tribals are coming together as one across our ethnic divides. We are 34 tribes in the state and like broadly divided into Kukis and Nagas. But this is the first time that we are coming together after 2.5 decades on the new HAC ADC Bill 2021.
So 40 seats are in the Imphal Valley and 20 are in the tribal areas. You all want much more empowerment, financial powers, political power. I must ask you, Kishore, what is for you the biggest issue? You've been arrested twice as I introduced you by this government for your Facebook posts and writings. Is that what troubles you, that there isn't enough freedom of speech in a way in Manipur?
Exactly. The most important issue of this election will be, attack on the liberties, attack on the freedom of speech.
You know, it's a poor state, low per capita income, but the politicians seem very rich.
That's right, because all the money is going into their pocket. And
Is that a big issue, corruption?
It is a reality. But,
it's a reality, corruption.
But it's normalized. People think, because of your position, you're rich.
Gun power is an issue in the hill districts, that the militants are used by the parties at election time.
Yes.
Right? Whether
yes.
Kuki or Naga militants are used at election time to win elections.
I'm sure it's used in a different manner in the valley also.
There was a year when the militants banned the elections here, but people came out and there were bomb blasts everywhere. Still people came out. So the militant factor is not so strong in the valley.
What do you think are the critical issues to take Manipur out of the poverty trap? Jobs, better education, healthcare?
Healthcare, yes.
Not there at the moment?
It's not moving. I'm not saying it's not there, but it is, constant now. It's not, moving upward.
But, there's another thing that we are anticipating in the upcoming election. That is, how would the government, this present government, play out in the hills? Would they be indifferent to the proxy culture which is happening in the hills? Or will they really try to bring in a fair election, free and fair election? Or will they just be indifferent? Because if they are being indifferent, they are allowing the militants to manipulate the elections in the hills.
Let me just put some perspective correction to what Grace is saying.
Yes.
That we have 40 seats and 20 in the hills. But the 40 seats are not reserved for the Métis. These are general seats which can be contested, voted for by everybody in the hills. Those 20 seats are reserved for the tribals.
Am I going to sense a tribal versus
that's
Metai divide here?
That's the reason why we keep saying let's have the delimitation exercise. Let a third party come in and have the delimitation exercise.
Is the BJP the rising force of the Northeast and in Manipur in particular? How have they become so powerful suddenly?
It's going to be very tough fight for the BJP, and then of course the rise of the Congress again is very much possible. And of course there is this third party, the NPP, which may be playing a very crucial role in the formation of next government.
Conrad Sangma's NPP is an ally of the BJP
earlier,
in Meghalaya, in Delhi, but here in Manipur is fighting against.
They are fighting. They are squabbling. They are blaming each other that the coalition dharma was not respected.
Conrad Sangma's party could be a kingmaker.
A kingmaker, because there is a possibility that even the deputy chief minister who is from the NPP may even ask for the chief ministerial berth if they have the number.
Final word to all three of you, starting with you. Who's going to win the election? Should I be asking you? What do you think is going to happen on the 10th of March?
It is going to be, as Tamil Pradeep have already mentioned, that it is going to be a hung assembly.
Grace?
We are hoping that the Congress will come back as a majority again. Hoping.
That's a tribal viewpoint there from the tribal areas. Yes, Pradeep?
I think as a ruling party, BJP is going to be strong. But because of sudden developments, I think that hung assembly is a very, very big reality.